So you guys know I haven't read the Percy Jackson books, and I want to know what some of the comparisons are from the show to the book.
Back in second grade.
Okay.
Why was I up there? I saw something.
Oh, it's the Pegasus?
During
Yes.
Percy's youth, he had never encountered a Pegasi, and it wasn't until the second book, The Sea of Monsters, that he had finally met the Pegasus, Blackjack.
Okay, we're currently on season 2, and yeah, he met Blackjack. He spoke to Blackjack. That's something they added in there to foreshadow Blackjack coming to season 2, because that looked like Blackjack.
We see Grover and Percy with some Mytho-Magic cards.
Okay.
However, Percy is not introduced to the Mytho-Magic game until Nico introduces it to him in the third book, The Titan's Curse. Also, Percy and Grover...
So they brought that in early. They was like, let's just go ahead and get this over with. Interesting. Are they kind of like Pokemon cards? It's going to look like.
Percy and Grover are described as looking slightly different. While they do appear to be the correct age, Percy is said to have jet black hair and sea green eyes.
Yes, I heard that was a big part of some of the controversy behind the show, right? The characters looking totally different from the books.
Grover is said to have brown hair and the start of a wispy beard.
Oh.
I named you after him. And
wispy beard. I just realized Grover was supposed to have a beard. I don't even know if I can imagine that.
against all odds, he managed to find his way to a happy ending.
This flashback of learning the origins of Percy's name does not occur in the first book.
Okay.
We do not learn about the origins of Percy's name until the Sea of Monsters.
It is added in for the plot and the story, which actually is a good change. I would say that's a good change because it introduces us to the character early and a little background on them and where they come from. I think that was smart. That was a smart decision.
You ready to hear what the gods have in store for you? They'll tell you, I believe in you. And I believe you'll be needing this.
Yes. Oh, this pen.
Hang on to that.
Mr. Brunner does not give Percy the pen at this point.
Okay.
He only chucks the pen at Percy as a way to save him when he's attacked by the Fury. Percy then returns the pen and does not keep it like he does in the show. Mr. Brunner is also described as being middle-aged and...
Okay, so, well, that happened on the same episode though, right? The Fury came in that same episode, so I would say it's not that far off from a difference. Yes, Ms. Bobo Fett deserved that.
Percy does cause Nancy to end up in the fountain. However, it is described as the water grabbing her rather than Percy telekinetically pushing her in.
And I was going to say that. It's interesting. I was like, when did Percy have telekinetic powers? I thought he controlled water. I was expecting water to grab her up and pull her into the water.
Percy's pen is never shown to vibrate when monsters are nearby.
Where is it?
Oh, this one they added. Good detail. See, that's another good detail to the show. It lets us know the significance of the pen. Like, it can alert him to danger, like creatures.
Where is it?
Miss Dodds instantly begins to attack Percy in front of everyone after the push. However, in the books, he's lured away into the gift shop and is isolated before the attack begins. Miss Dodds also dives at Percy more than once, and Percy actually has to swing his sword to kill her.
What I'm realizing is a lot of these changes were actually smart for a TV show adaptation. If these things would have came later, it would have felt very slow paced. It would have felt like, what's going on? They're not explaining anything. I love how they explained some of these parts and did them, because when you think about the Fury coming after him and him only being able to see it, it explained a lot to us. Like, yeah, he only can see this world. No one else who isn't a part of that world can't see these creatures. It just looks like he's fighting nothing. He's going through the struggle alone. I love they did that.
Instead of Miss Dodds dying instantly after Percy uncaps his pen, like in the show.
Okay.
Is he dead?
How is he dead?
Percy does not pass out right after the fight, but rather walks out of the museum to talk to Grover about the situation.
Percy had
There was the
told me earlier
dramaticism
in the
of it
day
all. They
that
added
he
that.
wanted to get back at Nancy for all she'd done to us.
Oh, yeah. I hate him for
He
this.
was being truthful about what happened at the fountain.
Grover, excuse me. Are you saying you saw Mr. Jackson?
You a snake, Grover. Why would you do this? I'm kidding.
Grover is shown here as ratting out Percy for pushing Nancy. However, in the books, the exact opposite thing occurs, where Grover actually tries to take the blame for the incident and tries to absolve Percy of any wrongdoing.
Interesting. Also, they changed that whole plot up. They made it to where Grover is pretty much helping Percy in a sense by doing this. You know, he's making sure he doesn't stay at the school and go through harm. He's trying to get him out of here. Interesting details.
Hey, Eddie. Sorry about that.
I'm walking out. You're walking in. I should be apologizing to you.
Eddie is shown as a plumber here, but he's actually supposed to be one of Gabe's poker buddies playing inside with him.
Okay.
Is that all you gotta say to me? Huh?
Okay, interesting element.
Failing out of school?
Fail out of school?
Your principal called, and that's what he said. Said you got kicked out.
Percy
not
was
his
not
business.
expelled for this incident with Nancy. He actually spent the rest of the year at Yancey Academy and did not come home until several months later, at which
Oh.
point Yancey Academy asked him not to return. Also, Gabe is
Oh my
supposed
gosh.
to
Yeah, I remember Rick saying he feel like he need to change a lot with these books. And I feel like the show is his way of doing that. He's like, let's go back and change this part. Like, yeah, because what? He spent several months at the school. That would be so slow paced if they did it that way. I'm happy that they did it this way, actually.
playing poker with his buddies instead of gambling online.
But still, if you're gonna
Gambling
live under
online
my
is so
roof,
modern.
you
Smart
gotta live by
detail.
my rules.
Your roof? My mom is the only one employed here.
Gabe
That
actually
part.
did have a job as the manager of an electronics store.
I don't know
Mm.
how anyone expects me to get any work.
But they took that away to make it look more like a loser, jobless fool who's not doing anything with his life. Got it.
done.
Percy and I are leaving for Montauk. I'll have the car back by Sunday
Whoa,
morning.
whoa, 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 whoa. Since when are you going to Montauk?
I called to reserve the place as soon as I got off the phone with Yancey.
Sally had actually been planning this trip for much longer and
Oh.
had mentioned it many times before to Gabe.
In the
Did you make
books,
this-
and he just didn't remember in the books, or is he just explaining that that was the element of the show that they didn't actually show us, but it did happen?
It's miserable. I'm gonna go anyway, and then I'm gonna eat my sandwich and yours while I listen to the game on the radio.
You know I hate watching the Knicks alone.
So do I.
But make sure they put the hot peppers on my sandwich.
He was so
Not
New
if
York.
you're
I can't
gonna
even
act
lie.
like that.
I said please.
Sally actually never talks back to Gabe and tries to appease him to the best of her
Ah,
ability in the books,
interesting.
as Gabe in the books is far more aggressive than as shown here. Sally puts up with it in the books for the sake of Percy due to Gabe's odor concealing Percy, which is never mentioned in the show.
Oh. So Gabe's odor, he stinks. How dirty of a human do you have to be able to conceal a demigod? That's nasty. I love also that they add that element into Sally. Like, I get so tired of that story arc that they add to women where they have to be timid, shy, and fragile. It's like, give them something else. Women are more than that. They're so strong, powerful. They bear kids. That's a lot in itself. I could never do that. So it's like, I'm so happy that they did this for the show. Like, they changed her and made her a strong woman. And she talked about, she's like, I don't care what you have going on. My son comes first. Like, yes. So far, I love a lot of the changes that
Percy has a
they did.
nightmare where he is facing a mysterious, shadowy figure on the beach. This never takes place in the books and is
Mm.
unique to the series.
Interesting.
story.
And it's also a good add-on to it. It's what it lets us know the dangers of something's coming. Mm.
That I have told you about Greek gods and heroes and monsters. They are real.
Sally reveals to Percy that he is a demigod and that all of the Greek myths are real. While Sally
Mhm.
does tell Percy that his father wanted him to go to summer camp, she never mentions the Greek myths. He does not
Okay.
learn that he's a demigod until waking up in Camp Half-Blood.
Oh my gosh, that is such a weird plot. Rick, what was going on? So you wanted Percy to really suffer. Like, his mother didn't explain nothing to him. Granted, it is still very late here because he's already in danger. But you want him just to wake up in hell and be like, where am I? What's going on? This is real. That's real. Like, that is such a good add-on. Like, yes, thank you that they added Sally breaking that down to him. Because what?
Saturday night, you said we could all leave in the morning.
Sorry, I'm early, but I didn't have any choice. Things have changed. This is all developing a lot faster than we
He was confused. Like, why is he here?
Grover does not come this early and
Mhm.
only appears in the middle of the night after Percy is already asleep and has the dream of seeing Zeus and Poseidon fighting.
Oh. Is that the Minotaur? I love
Percy
that
does
scene.
not realize that he's being chased by a minotaur until much later on.
Okay. Ah. This is the theatrics of it all, the trauma. This ate.
The minotaur does not cause the car to crash.
Okay.
The crash is caused by what Percy perceives as lightning.
Was it supposed to be Zeus that hit the car?
Percy does not have Riptide during the start of his battle with the Minotaur, as originally he returned the pen back to Mr. Brunner after defeating Miss Dodds.
Why would he do that,
Percy
though?
does end up killing the Minotaur in the same way as he did in the books.
Okay, so the killing is the same, but the pen isn't the same? I'm so confused. So did he have a sword, but it just wasn't the pen sword? Why would he return that back? He's in danger now. Like, and it's cool, especially as a child. I'm not giving this back. That's a smart detail they kept in. Like, yes, he should have kept the pen.
Hush, Annabeth. He's waking. Everyone, give him some space, please. Welcome to camp, Percy Jackson.
The episode ends with Percy waking up in Camp Half-Blood, surrounded by Chiron, Annabeth, and the other campers, which is a word-for-word reenactment of the books, so no changes are made here.
Total change is 25, and I would say majority of those were needed, actually. Like, yeah, some of it would have felt really funky and off and slow paced for the first beginning episodes or season, honestly. Because, yeah, we needed some of that action pack. We need some of that to flow better. Like, oh my gosh, yes, Rick was not playing. Rick said, I'm here to right my wrongs from some of these books, and I'm going to do that. Ah, that was cute. Let me know if I should do a part 2 to this, and let me know if you enjoyed this reaction down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.